Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. So, it's time for us to move on. We didn't really accomplish a lot last time. We did explore a little bit of the surrounding area, but then we spent most of the episode fighting a bunch of undead monsters. And in between episodes I made sure to loot them all, and then I returned to Lady Esther to sell a bunch of stuff, and I also gave some of it to my companions, some of the rings that we found. So I guess I'm ready to continue now.
Be on my way.
And I suppose we will return to the place of the battle, because we have some options here, different pathways, and I would like to check them all out. At a crossroads here, that's just where we came from. This is kind of where we need to go, so let's see what's going on here first. Okay. What is going on here?
Need to find another way.
Oh well, will you look at that? Another bridge that is out of commission. But what the hell happened to this one? What are these wasp nest-like looking thingies here? I hope they're not wasp nests, because those would be some giant wasps, and I hate wasps. But okay, I guess we're not going in this direction. So this way it is, and it looks like it's just going to the same spot anyway. Alright. Let's do it. And yeah, I mean, I'm guessing these are the shadow cursed lands, because this looks very shadow cursed indeed. So we must be on the right track. Got a plug here.
That's curious.
And a treasure. Let's maybe check this first. Okay, got some money and a scroll of featherfall. And what does this say?
Walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice here. I kinda have to go through the shadow-cursed lands. I mean, I could also go through the Underdark, but there's no light there either. Also, I do have some quests in the shadow-cursed lands, so we gotta go there at some point, one way or the other. So let's just move on.
I used to be a gog at everything when I first walked in the sun. Perhaps I'm adjusting to this new life.
It's when you use words like a god that I remember you're actually 2 centuries old.
And it's when you think a gog is an impressive word that I remember you're just a child.
I mean, to be fair, it's easy to forget that Astarion is like 200 years old, because sometimes he acts like a child. And it's not like Will is talking all that differently. I mean, whenever I speak to him, he usually greets me with "well met." That seems kind of old-fashioned too, is it not? But yeah, I think there's a guy standing over here, a weary traveler. Alright. Where are you traveling to? Why are you wary?
Oh there, wanderer. Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old
Look
man.
at this Gandalf-ass-looking fellow.
Inquire if perchance you retain among your travelling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale.
Maybe? As a matter of fact, I do. He's resting in camp. May I inquire who's inquiring? Gale, you say? Never heard of him. I don't know. This guy seems friendly enough, but I still would like to know who I'm dealing with.
Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends.
Okay.
Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster.
Why do you talk like this?
Elminster Ormar.
I think we've heard that name
if
before,
this answer
though.
satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek.
I mean, here's someone who's talking with big ancient words. And very long-winded too. And he does look very Gandalf-y, does he not? And I don't just mean the fact that, he looks like your typical fantasy wizard, because arguably Gandalf is kind of the archetype of the modern fantasy wizard, and most of them are kind of modeled after him. But even his facial features are a little bit like Ian McKellen. Or am I just imagining things? Also, I think it's safe to say that at least the appearance of Gandalf in Lord of the Rings is at least somewhat inspired by descriptions of Odin. I mean, in modern media, Odin is very often portrayed more as like this Zeus-like god king, but in Norse literature, the far more common representation of Odin is his persona as the Wanderer, which is described as an old man with a long beard, wearing a cloak and a hat with a white brim, your typical wizard hat, carrying a staff or a spear, and doing magic. Which was kind of uncommon in the sense that magic in Old Norse literature was usually supposed to be something more that is part of the female domain, Men are supposed to be warriors, and magic is kind of sneaky and devious. That's something that women do. But Odin didn't give a damn. He wanted to do magic as well. So there's your original wizard, I suppose. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. I do know Gale. Yes, he's in our camp at the moment. I'm afraid I must settle in the negative. I do not know Gale. I mean, sure, I guess we can give that information away. We have heard the name Elminster before. I just can't really put it together now where we heard about it. Gale actually may have mentioned him himself, but it's been a while ago. But either way, yes, Gale is at my camp currently.
Ever a man of leisure. Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
It would be my pleasure. I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding our camp without my assistance. I'll see you there later. Nah, it's okay. I guess I will bring you there myself. Why not?
And I would confirm it to be so. Please, after you. My thanks for your excellent guidance. And yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name, drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
So basically what you're trying to say with that very long-winded dialogue is that you're hungry. Sure, I guess we can give you something to eat. Yes, Gale, where's your decorum? I suppose we could part with a few of our rations. I'm not in the habit of taking in vagabonds. It's okay. I can spare some food for the old man.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale? Even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, For the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savoured so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
I'm not sure if I understand.
Right.
Just get to the point.
See, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech.
Yes, please speak plainly.
I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Okay, so we finally get to the point here, but what does she want? You were sent here as an actual divine messenger. I'm surprised she sent you in the first place after Gale's debacle. What message and what charge would that be? Speak fast then, for none of this pertains to me. I mean, it might. It might. At least to us as a group, as a whole. So you are basically a divine messenger.
Oh, Mystra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mystra would consider... forgiveness?
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness.
That sounds
Mystra
suspicious.
is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
I'm still not entirely sure where this is going. If the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention. If even the gods know, why are we facing these threats alone? Maybe they don't really want to intervene. Maybe they just like to watch. You wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps? I guess that would be too easy. Why isn't Mystra intervening herself?
The very purpose of my presence. In a roundabout sort of way.
Very roundabout.
You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
Interesting. I mean, if the Absolute is so dangerous even to other gods, you would think more of them would be interested in intervening here. It's not just about watching and, I don't know, enjoying the spectacle anymore if it's a threat to them as well. Gale alone, how so? Mystra is mistaken. I will be the Absolute's destroyer. Hogwash, idle beliefs and false hopes. I mean, I never really thought about that. At the moment, we're really just, trying to cure ourselves. But in the long run, we may have to deal with the Absolute herself at some point. And obviously, from a player's perspective, I tend to think, yes, of course, it's going to be Artemis, because she's the protagonist of this game. So she's going to be the hero in the end. But I guess it would be an interesting twist if it turns out to be someone else. And if I think about it, at least one possible ending of Dragon Age Origins kind of has that twist. I'm going to assume that pretty much everyone who's watching a Let's Play of Baldur's Gate 3 has played Dragon Age Origins, but just in case you haven't, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is the option in a sense. And I mean, from Artemis' perspective, it's not obvious that she's going to be the one who is going to be the hero or whatever. Why not someone else in her party? It's a little bit of a coincidence that she ended up being like sort of the leader of this group. There isn't really any reason for her to do this as opposed to anyone else. So it is still possible that it could be someone else, right? Anyway, but why Gale specifically?
The orb.
Precisely. Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
I didn't ask
You
you.
must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Okay, so basically that time bomb that he has in his chest could be used to destroy the Absolute. I mean, that makes sense to me. That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself. Indeed. Say what you will, but you can't force Gale to go through with this. We'll be rid of both the Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop. Win-win. That's an awful thing to say. But yeah, I guess Gale has to make this decision himself, whether he wants to do the noble sacrifice and kill the Absolute. I mean, as you know, I'm a sucker for the noble sacrifice trope, so if it's like the last option and Gale is willing to do it, sure, why not? But you can't force him to do that.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice you will be redeemed.
Great.
Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
So he will be redeemed, but he will be dead.
Mystra Italion Thras Annas Kith'rak. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
Right. I will do my best. On my honor, it shall be done. There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way. I mean, I hope so. But I guess, you know, it's not bad to have that option. At least if you're not Gale. I will talk to him about this later. Maybe he can give me his honest opinion about this and if he really wants to do this. I'm not his keeper and I do not accept your charge. Well, we'll see. It's a long journey ahead.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
I guess that's supposed to be encouraging.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Alright, well, look at that. Repairing the weave, stabilize Gale's netherese orb. So, he doesn't need to eat any more magical artifacts now, right? He hasn't really asked me for one in quite a long time. I think the whole time we were in the Underdark, he didn't need any more artifacts, so it already seemed pretty stable. But yeah, he does want to talk, so let's go and do that.
Always at your side.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
Indeed. Alright, let's talk about this. I'd always imagined Elminster to be more imposing. An old man with a craving for cheese, hardly the great wizard of legend. He didn't seem much a friend, showing up and demanding you kill yourself. Actually, I was hoping to talk about something else. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the great wizard I thought he would be.
A wizard doesn't reach Elminster's age without enjoying their home comforts.
Alright, fair enough.
Those who seek danger over cheese don't tend to live as long.
That's a good point.
For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling. To realize how little of it one might have left.
Yeah, he doesn't seem enthusiastic about this, but then again, who would? You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said? I'll leave you to your thoughts. Yes, are you considering this?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
But, I mean, we are sure that A, this is going to work, and B, there's no other way. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't object to a heroic sacrifice by him or anyone else if they want to, but it's not much of a noble sacrifice if there's another easier way that doesn't require it, right? So we will keep looking for other options, obviously. I don't understand, can't Mystra just destroy the Absolute or Elminster himself? I mean, that's a good question. So that's it, you're on a suicide mission now? There's surely another way. What about me? Am I safe around you? Whatever you need to do, I'll be there to help. Yeah, why don't Mystra and Elminster try to do this themselves?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
So there's like a being or power that prevents gods from doing too many interventions, and that's why they're not doing it. Some divine power that is even more divine than the gods. Okay, fair enough. So that's it. You're on a suicide mission now. There's surely another way. We will try to find another way. We're not giving up just yet.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
I mean, they proposed a solution that is relatively easy for them. I mean, I'm sure that Elminster doesn't want Gale to die, but again, he doesn't really have to do anything for that other than give him the bad news, and Mystra, I'm not sure what to think about her. So, there might be other options, but maybe they are a little bit more complicated. I'll make sure we find it, Gale, I promise. You're not blowing yourself up, Gale, I won't let you. Yeah, I mean, we will find the heart of the Absolute, and then we can still see what we want to do with that, right?
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
All right, well, that is a rather depressing conversation, but as I said, the journey is still long and we can still try to find another way. Let's be optimistic here.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Well, thanks for adding that. Asterion is sometimes a little bit weird. But okay, let's talk to everyone, because apparently there might be new dialogue.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
Very nicely put, Will. Of course, you could also argue maybe he's not doing it for Mystra or himself, but, you know, to save everyone who would suffer under the Absolute. I feel that is a better motivation for doing something like that than getting Mystra's forgiveness. But, I mean, if he thinks this is so important to him, then I'm not going to judge him for that. But yeah, let's just move on. I'm not sure if Halsin has anything to say about that.
You wish to speak?
Maybe? No, I do not wish to speak. Or maybe you do not wish to speak. But I will talk to everyone else.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
I don't think so. That was Elminster Omar, the most famous wizard in the realms, apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope.
Not really. Not really. I don't think it was. It turns out Gale has an explosive bomb in his chest, and Mystra has asked him to use it to blow up the heart of the Absolute. Indeed.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mystra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
Well, maybe blow himself up. I think he's going to follow through with it. I don't think he'd do that to himself even if Mystra commanded it. I'm not sure. I think he's of several minds. Honestly, I think he would do it. But like I said, we still have some time to find a different option.
Fuck me. There's devotion and then there's stupidity. If the god of magic can't handle this without sacrificing Gale, she's no god at all.
You would think so.
Poor Gale. He must be in bits after hearing that. I'll distract him. Tell him I haven't read a book since secondary school. Watch his face melt off.
Yes, you should go and distract him. Okay, I guess that's the entire conversation here. Let's move on. And again, Kith'rak is just being very wholesome and wants everyone to be happy. Anyway, Shadowheart, do you have something to say about this?
I can't believe Mystra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
If Shah or your Mother Superior would demand something like that of you, wouldn't you also agree? So, I don't think it's all that different. Okay, that's all we can talk about. And let's see if Lae'zel has something new to say.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu, That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however.
Truly.
Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself.
Are you sure?
Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should apply some of the things you just said to Vlaakith. I don't really see much of a difference here. But okay, I guess she still has to come to terms with what happened here. Yeah, we talked to everyone. And, I mean, since we're in camp, we may as well at least exchange some companions. I don't think we need to have a long rest. We only had one battle since the last time, and now that long resting has become more expensive, I should probably be a little bit more careful about it. Yeah, I guess I will just take Gale into my team now. He hasn't been with me for a while, so let's do it.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
And instead, Astarion can take a rest.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Yeah, Astarion has been with me for a while now. He can stay at camp.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
And right, I still haven't leveled him up. Let's do it now, Wizard level 7. And of course I will have to pick some spells for him. And there's so much to choose from. Okay. I gave banishment to Will. I'm not sure if I really need to give it to Gale as well. What other options do we have? Confusion. Confuse a group of creatures, causing them to attack at random. A minor elemental dimension door. Teleport yourself and up to one adjacent ally to a place you can see. Tentacles sprout from the ground, turning the area into difficult terrain. Fire shield. Great invisibility. Ice storm. Impel a storm of hail and ice to crash from the sky, covering the ground and striking all objects and creatures within range. Sure. But I shouldn't use too many of like the level 4 spells, because I can't really use that many at once anyway. Do we have some lower level spells that I may want? I mean, I've seen some of them before. And I think there were at least a few that I thought were interesting. Can I have a look at this? How many spells do I have? I mean, at the moment I only have one level 4 spell, so I think I can probably take another one. Phantasmal Killer. Haunt a creature with its worst nightmares. It takes 4 to 40 psychic damage per turn, cannot move, has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. I mean, this sounds kind of badass, to be honest. I think I'm going to take it. Now, let's see if we want to prepare some of these spells. Again, there are some that I don't really use all that often. Let's exchange this. And can probably get rid of one of these level 1 spells. I mean, if I have like the ice storm, maybe I don't need the ice knife anymore. I hope this is a good balance between different levels. And I mean, in case of Gale, I can just prepare spells however I want. Okay, I think we're good. And yeah, I think I'm not going to make a long rest here. We should be fine for a while longer. Instead, let's just leave the camp. And we will continue our way into the shadow-cursed lands. And yeah, there's like dead animals lying everywhere.
Here goes nothing.
Great.
Do not walk in darkness. Turn to the light.
We will ignore the warning. We can make some light here. That's all empty. Rotten warning sign.
Pass at your peril. Do not enter. Beware of the shadows.
Yeah, lots and lots of warnings, but I'm going to ignore all of them. Oh, well, there we go. To the shadow-cursed lands. Yeah, I guess that's where we need to go. You are about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. I mean, are there any more loose ends? Not as far as I can tell. I mean, this is supposed to be in the crash region, but I just need to find some way to destroy this stupid thing, and so far nothing really has come up here. No, I think I'm good. I think I can move on. And as far as I know, I can still return here. I just will not be able to continue any quests that are still open, but as far as I can tell, there aren't any. Also, I guess I could also go back to the Underdark and use the elevator instead of going here, right? That's basically the same. But I mean, I'm already here, so I may as well continue. We made our way all up the mountain here, and now we are supposed to turn back and go back to the Underdark. No, we're going through here. Let's do it. Yes, let's advance. Oh, why are we back in camp again? Okay, well, I guess we need to take a rest first before we can move on. Do any of my companions have new dialogue?
Hey, you.
Doesn't look like it.
Yes?
Nope, nothing new here. Not even Gale.
How can I help?
Nope. So I don't really need to do anything here. But now I can't leave camp without taking a long rest after all. Okay, well, I guess we will sleep. There's no way around it. Let's do it. Oh. Something is happening. Creepy? What the hell?
Supreme Kith'rak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Oh, really?
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Does she now? Fine, we'll hear what you have to say before we gut you. Not to Lae'zel, she should take the lead. Go on, then speak. Sure, I guess Lae'zel can take the lead here again.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I think he was mostly addressing her anyway.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise. And I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
So maybe it is true. Maybe he is not loyal to the Queen anymore, that is. I mean, when we met him for the first time, Artemis did kind of suspect him to be lying about something. But, you know, he could have just been lying to her. It doesn't mean that he's a traitor or that he's working against Queen Vlakis. But then we also found some letters in the crash where apparently other Githyanki were suspecting him as well. So the signs are definitely there. Are you talking about the person inside? Do you know who that is? Or what are you asking of us, Voss? You must be either a fool or a hero to work against your own queen. I'm not giving you the astral prism if that's what you're wanting. Yes, I've already killed a bunch of your people because they just wouldn't stop asking me for it. Maybe I shouldn't give away the fact that there's a person inside. I'm not sure if he knows that. So let's not volunteer any information here. What exactly do you want from us?
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power.
Okay, apparently he does know about that.
The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it.
Interesting.
Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kith'rak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaithisk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Well, we didn't know that.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy.
I mean, come on, Lae'zel. How much more evidence do you need?
I will hear no more of it.
You've seen what the Zaithisk has done to you. And now you have one of your greatest heroes telling you to your face that, you know, this is going on and Vlakis is not who you think she is. And you still don't believe it. Who is the person inside the prism? He speaks true of the Zaithisk. You need to trust him. I mean, yes, that much we can confirm. The Zaithisk does kill the quote-unquote patient. What do you want to do, Lae'zel? I have your back. Vlakis led you astray. I believe him, and so should you. Kill him. This is your chance to earn Vlakis' redemption. Yeah, just remember what the Zaithisk did. Well, that's lots of approval. Except the Astarion, of course.
I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
So I think we finally made some progress here with Lae'zel.
Lae'zel, I see Talakmagir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Okay, well.
I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try.
Yes, that's
now
what I've
to
been doing
Baldur's
so
Gate.
far.
I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
I mean, this guy is already much more trustworthy than all the other Githyanki because he actually tried to prove that he is trustworthy. he didn't try to take the artifact. He didn't demand the artifact. He gave me some tool to defeat or detect other Githyanki, and I just got another achievement apparently. So yeah, I think we have at least some good reason to believe that he's telling the truth. And that's the thingy he just gave us. Barely perceptible magic flows from this unusual device. It is searching, seeking, listening. Interesting. And yes, I actually do have the artifact in my inventory now. I'm pretty sure until recently it was still in Shadowheart's inventory, but after we went inside it, it apparently was given to me, so I have it now. Can I do something with it? I can use it. What happens if I do?
Such a curious artifact. So small and seemingly harmless, and yet it contains so much.
Okay, I can basically just look at it. Can I? Okay, I can't use this apparently. Well, but this was an interesting visit. I wonder if I can talk to Lae'zel about what just happened, because, yep, she actually wants to talk. And she clearly finally had some change of heart here, so this could be interesting.
Vlaakith Kosivim Krashed. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem.
10,000?
Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Yep, I would agree with that. What does ascension entail exactly? Was called Vlaakith a tyrant? Does this mean you agree? Who is the one in the prism, do you think? And if Voss is wrong, if his claims are wrong and Vlaakith are real, obviously it's about time we figured it out. Yeah, tell me more about ascension. What exactly is that?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Gale enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Gale and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
So it's basically like Valhalla for Githyanki, except you don't actually have to die to get there? Did I understand this correctly? So, do you agree with Voss that Vlaakith is a tyrant?
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Gale, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
I mean, could be. Could be. So, who do you think is inside the prism?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Well, I guess we will find out soon. Yeah, what if he is wrong?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Okay. Well, let's hope he's not wrong about it. Either way, let's move on.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kith'rak Voss at Chares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Right. Anyway, good talk. Good talk. So yeah, a lot has happened and we haven't even set a foot into the Shadow Curse lands yet. And I guess it will have to wait for the next time because this episode is getting long enough. So let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.